Try. Can you trust a try? To do the right thing, do or die? Some agree it's a calling from on high to what's already deep inside. It is written, deep calls unto deep. They used to say nothing to it but to do it. You can't change, you and I. It's the calling to do the right thing. It's on our side. That's the answer to the question. So why ask why? I was born in segregation in these United States. My life is a story of sacrifice. Sacrifice, the story of my life. It is an undeniable fact that I was not granted quality time to be with my children, my family. Yet I was placed in harm's way, protecting the lives and rights of others all the while. A woman surviving in that masculine world. It was a heavy price for me and my family to pay. Yes, I was a first responder for nearly 2 decades for the city of New York. Yes, one of New York's finest. Yet I was denied prime time to be with my children for nearly 9 years. My family. I did not know then what I know now. Thank God, who gave me a heart for living what I learned. Nothing beats a failure but a try. A saying out of Harlem when I was young. It's been said biology is destiny. I believe a calling is destiny. It's a destination. It takes you places. Here I am, here we are, at this place, on this day, and the place where my children were educated, doing this right now. It's amazing. Can you trust a try? Yes.
I definitely can say that my faith has supersized, if that makes any sense. From the first time we had the interview was 2 years, and at that point I was able to acknowledge the fact that, you know, there's a God and He knows best, and I understood what it meant by God works in mysterious ways. I'm definitely a different person than I was 6 years ago, than I was 2 years ago. And I'm very happy at the person that I've become, and I look forward to the person I'm going to be, because I'm able to handle trials and tribulations differently in my life than I would have ever imagined I would 4 years ago, 6 years ago. You know, we're in a recession, so God forbid if I was to lose my job, it won't be the end of the world, because I know that God has got me, He always has, and He never will leave me. So, you know, it's about faith and trust. So those go together, and that's where my strength comes from. You can't live broken. To overcome means that someone who has went through a trial and has survived. Okay. And that's me. That's me. That's it.
I would say that as he was coming up, I wish we had more time to bond, as that was not the case, and more time to share the life experience man to man. I can tell you what he said to me about a month before he moved on. He said that he appreciated me being in his life, and that I did a good job in raising him.
I am actually showing this, and everybody should be very grateful, because this is not very flattering. But we graduated 8th grade together. Yeah. Yes, that's me. I know that I look fabulous. We were joined at the hip from the day that we met. We were pretty much inseparable. When Jen started driving, we took the car, and where your mother would ask Jen to do something, and of course Jen would I'll take the car and do it, but she didn't know she was coming down the block to get me. We were going all over the neighborhood. We'd go to Ruby's to get Chinese food, and we somehow ended up in Flatbush, Harlem, all over the place, because that's what we did. When I do say my prayers and I do thank God for things and need a little help or need some encouragement, Mac is definitely one of the people that I talk to. I like to think when I need somebody that they're there. And I did ask him for help at my real estate test, and I did pass.
Awesome.
My Mets didn't win, but I passed the real estate test. He made his life into a positive. He was so positive at the end and just doing positive things and getting things done and getting things established. And that's as good as a role model as I could ever think. But I just gotta try.
Try. Can you trust a try to do the right thing, do or die? Some agree it's a calling from on high to what's already deep inside. It is written, deep calls unto deep. They used to say nothing to it but to do it. You can't change, you and I. It's the calling to do the right thing. It's on our side. That's the answer to the question. So why? Ask why.
There's a saying that nobody's perfect, but it's been our experience that the closest thing to perfection is maturity. Perfection itself, the word, has ancient meanings that are closely related to the word maturity, and that's exactly what has happened to us. Through this process and through this event, we've been matured into better and stronger people, and that's something that I am definitely proud of.